Hi, Software Engineering Lecture 3.01. A brief introduction to software development models. I will briefly discuss 8 software development models. These are Waterfall Model, V Model, Incremental Model, RAD Model, Iterative Model, Spiral Model, Prototype Model, and Agile Model. Software Development Life Cycle. Software development models are structures framework that guide the process of creating software. They define the stages of development, tasks within each stage, and the sequence in which these tasks are performed. Importance of selecting the right model. The choice of software development model significantly impacts project success. It influences factors such as project, timelines, budget, quality, and customer satisfaction. Overview of common model. These are various software development model, each with its own set of principal advantages and challenges. Some common model includes waterfall, agile, spiral, and V model. Waterfall model, uh, sequential development process, and these are the phases. The waterfall model follows a linear and sequential approach to software development, progressing through distinct phases such as requirement, design, implementation, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Advantages: clear structure, easy to understand, well suited for stable requirement. Its structure nature make it easy to understand and manage. It is well suited for project with stable and well defined requirements. Disadvantages: limited flexibility, late feedback, high risk of requirement changes. Lack of flexibility can lead to difficulties in accommodating changes, and late feedback from stakeholders may result in costly rework. V model, correspondence of testing with development phases, validation and verification at each step. The V model emphasizes the relationship between development and testing phases, with each stage of development having a corresponding testing phase. Advantage: strong emphasis on testing. Uh, Testing activities are integrated into each stage of development, ensuring through verification and validation of the software. Ensure quality. The model provides structured approaches to ensure that software meets quality standards at every stage of the development process. Disadvantages: rigid structure. First, the strict correspondence between development and testing phases may limit flexibility, particularly in the project with evolving requirements. For late feedback, stakeholder may not provide feedback until the later stage of testing, leading to costly rework if significant changes are required. Incremental model: divide the project into small modules. Each increment is developed and delivered separately. The incremental model divides the project into small manageable increments, following for iterative developments and delivery of functionality. Early delivery, feedbacks, flexible and risk reduction. Early delivery, feedback driven, enables the delivery of working functionality early in the project timelines, providing stakeholders with tangible progress. Continuous feedback from stakeholders can be incorporated into subsequent increments. About risk reduction, requires through planning and coordination to ensure that each increment aligns with the overall project goals and objectives. Disadvantages: high initial planning and integration challenges. Integration challenges may arise as increments are added to the systems, particularly if not properly coordinated or tested. Additional efforts may be required to maintain and integrate multiple increments. RAD model, rapid application development model. Uh, The RAD model focuses on rapid development and iterative development to accelerate the delivery of software solutions. It emphasizes customer involvement and adaptability to change, allowing for quick response to evaluating business needs. Quick development and customer involvement accelerate the development timeline by emphasizing rapid prototyping and iterative developments. Activity involves stakeholders throughout the development process, ensuring that the delivered solution meets their needs and expectations. Adaptability to change, provide flexibility to adapt to changing requirements and priorities through iterative development cycle. Embraces changes as a natural part of the development process, allowing for quick response to evolving business needs. Disadvantages: risk of incomplete requirements. Rapid development phase may result in incomplete requirement or inadequate understanding of user needs. Potential for scope creep. Continuous addition of new features and functionality may lead to scope creep, causing project delays and increased cost. Iterative model, repeating cycles of development. Each cycle involves planning, implementation, testing, and review. The iterative model is a software development approach that involves repeating cycle of development. Each iteration results in an incremental improved version of the software. Advantages: allow for continuous improvement and flexibility. The iterative nature of the model allows for continuous improvement of the software with each iteration. Feedback from the stakeholder can be incorporated into subsequent iteration, leading to a refined and optimized product. Regarding flexibility, the model offers flexibility to adapt to changing requirements and prioritize. It allows for adjustment to made based on feedback and evolving business needs. Disadvantages: require close collaboration and potential for scope creep. Uh, Successful implementation of iterative model requires close collaboration between the development teams and stakeholders. This ensures that feedback effectively gathered and incorporated into each iteration. Potential for scope creep. Regarding the iterative approach may lead to scope creep if not carefully managed. Continuously addition of new features and functionalities may expand the project beyond its original scope, resulting in increased time and cost. Spiral model. The spiral model about risk-driven development process, iterative cycle with risk analysis, development and evaluation. The spiral model is a sequential development process that integrates elements of both waterfall and iterative development model. It is characterized by a repeated cycle of risk analysis, prototyping, developing, and testing. Emphasizes the management of risk throughout the development process. Advantages: risk management, accommodate changes, early prototype, and provide flexibility. The spiral model is an iterative risk-driven approach that combine element of both waterfall and iterative development model. It emphasizes addressing risk throughout the development process and involve repeating cycles of risk analysis, development and testing. Provide flexibility, emphasize risk management throughout the development process with each spiral iteration addressing identified risk. Allow for the development of early prototype to gather feedback and validate requirements. Provide a structured approach of managing complex and high risk projects. Disadvantages: complex, time consuming, costly. Accommodate changes in requirement and prioritize by allowing for iterative development and refinement. Each spiral iteration provides opportunity for stakeholders to review progress and provide feedback. Complexity may increase development time and cost, particularly in project with high uncertainty and risk. requires a highly skilled and experienced team to effectively manage and navigate the parallel development process. May require additional effort to manage and coordinate multiple iterations and their interactions. Prototype model sequential development process. The prototype model focuses on creating prototypes to gather feedback and refine requirement before full-scale developments. Phases are requirement design, prototype development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Advantages: early feedback and requirement validation. Prototype allows stakeholders to visualize and interact with the preliminary version of the software, facilitating early feedback on requirements. Reduce the risk of misunderstanding and misinterpretation by providing a tangible representation of the final product. Prototypes help reduce the risk of misunderstanding and misinterpretation. Accelerate development. Identifying and addressing potential issues early in the process helps in accelerating development by reducing rework and ensuring that the final product meets user expectation. Disadvantages: may not represent the final solution accurately. Prototype may not accurately reflect the final solution, leading to misunderstanding or false expectation. Potential for misunderstanding: stakeholders may focus more on the feature demonstrated in the prototype rather than understanding the overall requirement or goals of the project, leading to misalignment and confusion. Risk of investing resources in building prototype. There is a risk of investing resources in a building prototype that may not be used in final product. This merged version provides a concise overview of the prototype model, including its development process, advantages and disadvantages. Agile model: interactive and incremental approach, Scrum, Kanban, XP, core principles, customer collaboration, and adaptive planning. The Agile model is a sequential development process that prioritizes flexibility, collaboration, and incremental delivery. It emphasizes delivering working software frequently and adapting to change requirements through iterative development cycle. The Agile model prioritizes flexibility, collaboration, and incremental delivery. It emphasizes delivering working software frequently and adapting to change requirements through iterative development cycle. Common Agile frameworks include Scrum, Kanban, and Extreme Programming, which is already mentioned here. Uh, Advantages: flexibility, early and continuous feedback, and adaptability to changes. Enables early and continuous feedback from stakeholders, allowing for the timely incorporation of changes and improvements. Stakeholders are involved throughout the development process, ensuring that the delivery solutions meet their needs and expectations. And for the case of adaptability to changes, provide flexibility to adapt to changing requirement and prioritize through iterative development cycle. Embraces changes as natural part of the development process, allowing for quick response to evolving business needs. And challenges: require an experienced team and then may lack predictability in long-term planning. So first one requires a highly skilled and experienced team to effectively implement and maintain agile practice. Team member must be self-organized, cross-functional, and able to collaborate effectively. And the last one, the may lack of predictability in long-term planning. Agile focus on delivering value incremental and responding to change quickly, which may result in a lack of predictability in long-term planning and scheduling. Project may be more challenging to estimate and manage over longer time frame. Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked it. And if you think it's good, Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.